Hey everybody, what's up? Mr. Dissonance here with this short free video for headsupsitandgo.com, and very happy to be making it for you. We're playing some low limit hypers or micro hypers on full tilt, not because it's 2009, this is after they've restarted, and I'll just talk you through maybe 2 or 3 matches. We'll do like a 10 or 15 minute video. Alright, so this is an interesting spot. My call of Queen 8, pretty standard. You need to defend quite wide, and this is a decent hand. The problem is that the ace on this Ace Queen 9 board will often be in the raiser's hand and very infrequently in the caller's hand. So it's a question of range, and this is more in her range than my range. So this puts me in a very difficult, or his range and my range, puts me in a very difficult spot where he can 2 or 3 barrel me, and therefore I'm going to give up my middle pair on the turn. But I couldn't give it up on the flop. There's no guarantee that he could that he was going to 2-barrel me. All right, raising most of my hands from the button, which is pretty standard. And as I said before, defending quite wide, I'd call most of my suited queens and then give up if my opponent c-bets on this flop because I don't hit it. This is an interesting turn. It puts out draws, so I think I can bet as a semi-bluff, and if I get called, barrel the river. Nice, as long as he doesn't have Jack X, I should be okay here. Alright, so out of position, you need to be quite aggressive in those spots when your opponent doesn't c-bet. I do feel he should have simply c-bet the flop though, and made me fold my Queen X right there and then. Alright, Ace 8, and we're at about nearly 15 big blinds, so I would min raise this, and if my opponent 3-bets me, I get it in. I am worried by the small size of his 3-bet to 120 chips. That will often be a really strong hand, but at this depth, Ace 8 suited, I just think I have to get it in. If he turns up with jacks, it's bad luck for me. Alright, pocket 8's not a great spot for me, and I hit my 3-outer, which is very fortunate. It's an interesting spot there. If I knew him better, I might well not get it all in there. Alright, so that's the first match. Let's go and find someone in the lobby and see if we can find a second opponent. Alright, we've got a new opponent, and oh no, I've got a someone I used to battle at the 200s, which is hilarious, and he's wondering what I'm doing at the $2 level. Oh, that's cool. Alright, this will be fun. So I actually know quite a lot about his game, and alright, so on this flop I can't do much out of position with my Ace X. I should in fact have 3-bet jammed my hand pre-flop against someone who's raising a very high percentage. Alright, there we go. So we've got two like $200 regs playing at the $2 level, and him probably because he's trying to set up his HUD on full tilt, and me trying to make a video. This is cool. Alright, gonna open pretty wide against him. He's a very good player, he has a great ROI and makes a lot of money, and I have a lot of respect for his game. On this flop I'm going to c-bet, and I expect him to float me quite a lot, so I'm going to double barrel it as well a lot of the time. He won't hit this so frequently. Him open jamming is likely to be a low pocket pair. If my King 6 was suited, I would probably call this and not be in bad shape against 2-2, 3-3, 4-4, 5-5, although I would be much happier calling 7-6 suited, for example. And he's 3-bet jamming me, which he will do quite aggressively because he knows I open a very wide range. I wonder if he's playing differently because he knows I'm making a vid, and doesn't want to be in it. Well, he could always tell me and I wouldn't put him in it. Alright, this is a pretty easy 3-bet jam, which I'd make at any level. And standard for him to call because he knows that my 3-bet range will have a lot of worse hands than ace-8. I would be 3-bet jamming stuff like even as good as like king-6 suited against someone who opens as widely as he does. Alright, try and finish him off. Always flopped gin, that's nice. And here we are at 6 big blinds, and I would be jamming the Nash table at this depth, and 3-6 is not a jam according to Nash. And I would be calling king 10 right up to about 12 big blinds against someone who's opening. And this is also a very, very easy jam. No point min raising it, looks too strong. And he won't 3-bet jam a worse hand because he knows when I'm shallow I would never 3-bet jam. I would never raise a worse hand. And here I think I get it in good against the majority of his range. But he's going to catch 2 nut straights in a row. Easy game. And Gorsev is normally incredibly polite. It's just having fun at the $2 level. This I can open jam or I can min raise, and I'm going to just jam into his ace king. Easy. And he'll flop the ace, leaving me with no outs almost. He's going to come back and crush me at the $2 level. No. Alright, finally we've got a good hand here. Come on, bring it on. And he refuses. So 7-2, the hammer. Not going to go far with that. Have to give it up. And my range here at 10 big blinds needs to be dependent on his range. What's he shoving on? And if I think that he's shoving aggressively, I need to call wider. If I think he shoves tight, I need to call tighter. And the same thing about his min raising range. If he's I'll jam this. If he's min raising wide, then I need to 3-bet jam aggressively. If he's min raising tight, then I need to 3-bet jam very tight. Now ace jack is always going to be a 3-bet jam, but I think he's min raising wide enough that I could profitably 3-bet jam like most of my king X hands, for example. And here I'll min raise hoping that he will 3-bet jam me, because my hand is quite strong, stronger than his overall 3-bet jamming range, which should have a lot of worse kings in it, and as it turns out, worse jacks. So that's a better min raise and call than just open jamming, because I don't really want him to fold worse hands that would have 3-bet jammed me. For example, king 4. And now I'm going to, when I suck out here, joke with him in chat, and let's see if he wants to play one more for the video. Dope. Alright then, well, I hope you've enjoyed this short and free video from HUSNG.com. I'm Cog Dissonance. Until the next time, run good.